3. Jake. I beat your kings with my three of a kind. Farina, the girl with 9-inch heels, throws her cards to the floor with a triumphant flick of her hand. I shake my head and give her my handful of purple skittles. This is the third time in a row I've lost my bet. I could be a sore loser and ask if she's hiding cards somewhere, but I find it hard to imagine where she'd hide them. Her black leather jacket lays underneath her on the floor, and her tight black dress is sleeveless. Dismissing the idea, I grab the pile of cards and shuffle them. It's been nearly an hour since the driver informed us we'd be hanging around for a while, and, although people are annoyed, most just seem tired and want to go home. It took us 30 minutes before we realized this wasn't going to be over any time soon. I resigned myself to my fate, sat down, and pulled the deck of playing cards from my survival kit. The kit any sensible Londoner would keep in their bag, though I know I'm likely one of the few who walks around with a stash of snacks, water, a roll of toilet paper, and emergency entertainment. You never know when you'll get stuck in the middle of a breakdown and spend hours sitting around waiting. 5 flapjacks, 2 apples, 3 pork pies, 3 sausage rolls, 2 bags of crisps, and another 2 bags of Skittles make out the emergency diet in my survival kit. All the important parts of a varied diet, sweet and savory. I was enjoying one of my sausage rolls, playing solitaire and listening to Julia Stone sing about Santa Monica dreams, when something in the corner of my eye caught my attention. 9-inch girl scrutinizing me with pursed plump lips and light brown, almost amber eyes. I held up the cards and raised an eyebrow. I thought you'd never ask. She'd fired off a sweet smile and shuffled closer on the floor. Now we play poker on a dingy train floor with sweets as our precious chips. So, Farina says, and eyes my diminishing pile of Skittles. This how you planned on spending your Friday night? Being a loser? Yeah, she agrees with a grin. Let me see. I deal us new cards and set the rest on the floor. If I didn't know better, I'd say we're at a proper fashionable casino. I'm late for a meeting with my fiancé who's supposed to be dumping me tonight, so yeah, I guess tonight's the night, huh? Oh. She looks a little taken aback. I didn't mean to... If this was a conversation with someone I'd have to see again tomorrow, I wouldn't have said it, but after tonight, I'll never see Farina again. Why not be daring and tell the truth for once? The 3 pints with Andrew might also be a factor. I changed the subject. So, what is it you can't be late for tonight? She heaves a sigh. I had my first real gig booked tonight. Oh, wow. I've been practicing for a month, all the songs, the lyrics, and now... She sighs forlornly. My boyfriend and all our friends are going to sit there and wonder where the hell I am. I'm sure you'll make it. I try to sound more convinced than I feel. Nice try. I'm supposed to be in Islington in 15 minutes, and I only have an hour slot. I suck air through my teeth. Even if we get this wrapped up in 10 minutes or so, she'll have a hard time making it before half-time. I'm sorry. Guess we're 2 losers here tonight. Oh, gee, thanks. She purses her lips, her eyes thinning. I'm so glad I got to join your little club. There's a club? A girl in her mid-20s drops to the floor beside me. Jet black hair drapes the side of her face, and her blood-red lips are a stark contrast to her pale, almost white skin. Mind if I join? Farina eyes her with a somewhat guarded expression. You good at poker? Staking out the competition? The girl raises an eyebrow. I can hold my own. Oh, great. Farina sighs in relief. What's your stake? Well, I haven't got any sweets, but I have this. She slips a bottle of Bacardi from her shoulder bag and wiggles it in the air. I chuckle. All right, now we're talking. Yes, you can stare. Farina nods in approval. Right, well, got any other takers while we're at it? I look around the car, only to be met by glaring looks of disinterest, except for the guy in the tawny fedora. What y'all playing over there? He asks in a thick Southern American accent. Is that Texas Hold'em? Yeah, I say. Farina gives a smug and he's losing big time grin. All right, he says in amusement. I'll play. Cool, we'll take old Jake's Skittles, Farina says. The man and his female companion sit down next to us. Okay, well, I think it's time for some introductions. I'm Jules, the girl with the Bacardi says. She gives a small wave of her hand. And then, in true first day at school fashion, everyone introduces themselves. The guy with the fedora is Roy. He wears a grey jacket and a maroon scarf with such style, it makes me more than a little jealous. The woman Angela is his wife. Angela is almost as tall as her husband, with cropped charcoal black hair, and her kind eyes and smile remind me a little of my mother. She tells us they were on their way to Heathrow to fly home to Louisiana. Instead of stressing about whether they'll make their flight, a game of poker seemed like the best kind of distraction. So, who gets to drink? Roy points at the bottle of liquor on the dirty floor. Losers or winner? Winner, Farina clicks her tongue and winks. How about losers drink? He asks, and something glints in his eyes. Maybe inviting him wasn't such a good idea. Jules frowns. But then everyone will want to lose. Trust me, y'all are gonna beg me not to have to drink. Roy smirks and Angela rolls her eyes at him before mouthing show off to the rest of us. All right. I hand the shuffled cards to Farina, who's the dealer this round. Let's do this. It's a bit of Bacardi. How bad can it be?